President of ISKCON Whitefield. We are very fortunate to have Prabhu's association on the Purushottam month. So we will invite Prabhu by chanting once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare. Over to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It will be a great fortune for me to hear from you.
Yesterday, sorry that we have to shift to today, but devotees all together, we all chanted, just now we announced 1.5 crore names. So thank you for accommodating.
Actually, I also thought yesterday was Dwadashi and I agreed. So, and no, I didn't know Srivastava will be here. So it would have been a great fortune for me to hear from him, and because it is a seva, I'll speak here. We are Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschati Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we will quickly read the sloka and translation and purport, and then we'll discuss. Tan bhashashe svabhuha putran prajaha srajata putrakaha tan nicchan moksha dharmano vasudeva parayanaha. Lord Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear son, he said, now generate progeny. Due to their being attached to Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation and therefore they expressed their unwillingness. Purport. The four sons of Brahma, the Kumaras, declined to become family men even on the request of their great father, Brahma. Those who are serious about gaining release from material bondage should not be entangled in false relationship of family bondage. People may ask how the Kumaras could refuse the orders of Brahma, who was their father and above all the creator of the universe. The reply is that one who is Vasudeva Parayana, or seriously engaged in devotional service of the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, need not care for any other obligation. It is enjoined in the Bhagavatam 11.5.41, Deva Rishi Bhutapta Rinam Pitrinam, Na Kinkaro Nayam Rinicha Rajan, Sarvatmana Yascharanam Sharanyam, Gato Mukundam Parihritya Kartam. Anyone who has completely given up all worldly relationships and has taken absolute shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, who gives us salvation and who alone is fit to be taken shelter of, is no longer a debtor or servant of anyone, including the demigods, forefathers, sages, other living entities, relatives, and members of human society. Thus, there was nothing wrong in the acts of Kumaras when they refused their great father's request that they become family men. And so this is the sloka. Like my obeisances to Bhagavatam, and we don't have sufficient time for like offering the Mangalacharan prayers. So we will continue with our discussion. And this is a very nice and interesting sloka, wherein we can see that it's a very contradictory kind of a situation that is happening. Generally, the etiquette is one must follow one's superiors and especially the parents, and it is a very, very important etiquette. And here we see that that Maryada Vratikrama is happening, the respect to the elders is not properly offered. So that's the question that has been put by Srila Prabhupada himself, and he answers in the purport. So first is that to understand, for Brahma in the beginning of creation, so the main task that was there is to populate the universe. That's the main task, and that's the service that is there. So all the living entities, first, if we have to preach, first of all, people have to be there. The universe is completely vacant, and Brahma has to fill the universe. And after filling the universe, so then the next process is like to train the people and to go back to the spiritual world. And here, for that sake, Brahmaji is actually creating the progeny, and he is asking them, you create further progeny. And here, the four Kumaras say, like, no, we are not interested. So why? Because they are Vasudeva Parayana, because they are fully engaged, or they are fully, very, very serious about Krishna consciousness. And here Srila Prabhupada mentions, anyone who is serious about Krishna consciousness, he should not be entangled in the family encumbrance. So this is true for both brahmacharis and for the grahasthas. So grahasthas means it is not that somebody who has license to do anything and everything. No, grahasthas means also to be Vasudeva Parayana, to be fully Krishna conscious, to be fully addicted to the devotional service to the Lord. So that is the main thing, right? So if either a person is married or unmarried, if he is not Vasudeva Parayana, naturally he'll be engaged in either illicit or any forms of sense gratification. So that there is no way that we can be free from sense gratification if we are not devotees of Krishna, or if we are not addicted to Krishna. So not just devotee, not just simply like I accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, not just no, I am also worshipping and things like that. We should be addicted to Krishna. We should be always thinking about Krishna, always at least we should be thinking that when will I get that attraction to the lotus feet of Krishna, that I will not be able to think of anything else. Naturally, our condition right now, the fallback condition right now, that means if we are not doing anything, if we are not consciously doing anything, so the unconscious natural state of existence for us right now is sense gratification. Our mind, our senses are fully tuned in for sense gratification, and naturally we go towards that. And here Vasudeva Parayana means a person who is fully addicted to Krishna, and like in any situation, he can only think of Krishna, right? So similar kind of instances we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are a few instances are there. So wherein Prahlad was asked by Hiranyakashipu that you stop Vishnu worship, you don't worship the Supreme Lord Vishnu, and then you concentrate on other things like politics, economics, and things like that. And he was educating him like that, but then Prahlad was not at all interested. But then he disobeyed, but disobeyed with a lot of etiquette. No, he didn't just do that. No, I don't care for your words. He didn't tell like that. So he was very, very respectful, and he told that no, I want to pursue Krishna consciousness. In fact, it is good for you also. No, nasa no. What is it? Tat sadhu manye suravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyam asatvaha. So he mentions very wonderful this ones. He even tells about the aspect. He's even telling that no, you also practice Krishna consciousness. Like it is good for you also. Like no, it is very nicely Prahlad is putting it forward over there. And then we see in case of Bali Maharaj. So in case of Bali Maharaj, it was like even more very graphic over there. In a battle before, Bali Maharaj was killed and his head and the body were separated. And Sukracharya is the one who gave his life back. And Bali Maharaj was so much grateful to Sukracharya for this. And he was doing all yajnas and sacrifices, as ordered by Sukracharya. But then when Vamandev came and Sukracharya told that, this is Supreme Lord and he has come to steal everything from you. Please don't agree to his words. And immediately Bali Maharaj told that, no, I am going to agree to Supreme Lord. And that is my first business. So this is a very important thing. Sometimes we see that people say like, I worship this particular Baba and then I got a child, or I went to this demigod and I got this benediction, that benediction, and things like that. So whatever may be the case, if that is coming in the way of surrendering to the Supreme Lord, we should give up all Baba, all Devi, Devata, everything, right? So Krishna consciousness is the ultimate. And here in this particular sloka, which in the purport Srila Prabhupada is citing, it's a very, very important sloka. Devarishit Bhutapur Ninam Pitrinam What is that sloka? Just a minute. Na kinkaro naya vinicharajan sarvatmano yasharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihirte kartum. So in this, now Srila Prabhupada is mentioned, this Bhagavatam is mentioning Deva, the demigods. The demigods are giving moonshine, sunshine, rain. So many essential aspects, are given by the demigods. And it is mentioned that if we don't reciprocate, to these things, what the demigods are giving, we are considered to be thieves, right? And rishis, they give wonderful knowledge, and we take those knowledge, and we can mold our life, and we can use that knowledge for so many things in our life. So we are indebted to the rishis, by the way of, we have to reciprocate by the way of studying the scriptures and distributing the scriptures for others, right? And then other living entities like cows, we get milk from the cows, and birds. So when the birds are chirping, they give very nice, sweet, sound. And if we enjoy the sweet sound of a bird, sweet cooing of a cuckoo and things like that, we immediately become indebted. In the purport, it is given to the sloka of this Devarishi Bhutatar. It is mentioned that anything that we enjoy, a cool breeze if we enjoy, or a nice shade of a tree if we enjoy, we become immediately indebted to that entity. I think devotees can be on mute. There's some scratching sound here and there is coming, so you can. Okay, then after that, Apta, family members. So that family members, they offer a lot of, lot of protection, and it's only due to the family members that we got some financial strength and we grew up and things like that. So we are definitely indebted to them. And then the human society, the society that we have, it offers some level of protection and some level of security, and it offers some culture and things like that. So all these things are essential for us to survive. And Pitru, the forefathers, so they practiced some sort of culture, and they preserved some lineage and things like that, and that is how we are there, right? So in that way, like all these personalities we are indebted to. But then if we see, Krishna is the ultimate source of everything. Even for the demigods, Krishna is the source of the demigods. Aham adirhi devanam. So Krishna mentions that I am the origin. I am the origin of all the Devis and Devatas. And in fact, whatever benediction you get from the Devi Devatas, I am the one who is giving. So Krishna is very, very clear about it. And Rishis, who's the giver of knowledge, where Rishis the proprietary of knowledge, or where Rishis generated knowledge out of nowhere, and they were the creators of knowledge. No. Vedashya sarvai rahameva vedya vedanta krit veda videva chaham. So Krishna mentions, I am the source of all knowledge. I am the compiler of the Vedas. I am the knower of the Vedas. And I am to be known of all the Vedas, right? So, and other living entities, we get so many different, this ones. It is all because of, the mercy of Krishna. So a pure devotee of Lord, whenever something happens to him, whenever somebody does some good to him, immediately he sees, oh, Krishna is so merciful. Krishna has sent me this person to give me something. And he's simultaneously grateful to that person who's carrying the benefit to him. And at the same time, he's getting indebted to Krishna also. He's or primarily he's thinking that it is Krishna's mercy that is coming through this devotee, or it is Krishna's mercy it is coming through this person. So in this way, they see the hand of Krishna everywhere, right? And then family members, human society, and forefathers, everywhere, if we analyze deeply, it is all the hands of Krishna. It is all Krishna who is actually taking care of us in all these different ways. And in the purport to that shloka, Devarishi Bhutatar, so it is mentioned that Yata Taror Mula Nishechanena Trupyanti Yatskanda Bhujopashaka Pranopaharat Yatendrinam Tataiva Sarvarhanamachyutejya. So if we water the root of a tree, then the whole tree will be satisfied, right? So all the what is it? Yata Taror Mula Nishechanena Trupyanti. So satisfied. Now what all things will get satisfied? Tripyanti, Yatskanda, that is a trunk, and Bhuja is like the branches, and Upashaka, so it is the sub branches and the leaves. Everything will get the nourishment, right? So that is the way of rendering devotional service. That is the way of offering any sacrifice. sometimes in this regard, people may say, okay, in Bhagavad Gita also there is sacrifices recommended for the demigods. In the third chapter, Krishna mentions one should offer sacrifice and one should actually please the demigods. So it is very, very clear in the Vedic scriptures. Yajna means that which is meant for pleasing the Supreme Lord. So it is just like if you want to pay something to the electricity department or a water department, you will pay the tax to the government and the government will distribute it to everywhere. So in that way, one pointed focus we all should have. We should not have any doubt that we should render devotional service to Krishna, and we should render devotional service to Krishna with full force and full enthusiasm, with a lot of love and affection. And that's the way like we should actually do service to Krishna. And so when we do this thing, then it is obvious that we will become attracted to Krishna. And then, if anything of this is coming on the way in serving Krishna, we will actually set it aside. And in fact, one of the nice example of superiors here, Brahmaji gets angry on the four Kumaras, but then there is another nice example is there in this in Bhagavatam. It is in the case of Dhruva Maharaj. So when Dhruva Maharaj is asking about how he was insulted by the stepmother, and he was like really, really very affected by that. And that time, Suniti, the mother of Dhruva Maharaj, she tells a very wonderful thing. She tells that, you see, I am your mother, but I cannot save you from everything. No, I cannot relieve you from this suffering. So you should take shelter of Krishna. No, Krishna is the mother of all mothers. No, Krishna is the mother of everyone, and he can solve all your problems. No, this is the way a superior should actually deal with the juniors, and he should always say that no, I am limited. No, how much I can give you. You should take shelter of Krishna. No, Krishna is ultimate. Krishna is everything. Krishna can protect you. Krishna can do offer everything that that is needed for you. Right, so that is the way, like nice encouragement should be there. And here, Brahmaji, it is will of the providence. He is also a great devotee, our Sampradaya Acharya. But then at this point in time, he is not able to like handle the situation. So that will come later on. And here, one important aspect. So like Kumaras are disobeying Lord Brahma. How and when it can be done. So generally speaking, we should never disobey our superiors. But if that is coming on the way of intensifying our Krishna consciousness and enhancing our surrender to Krishna, the Supreme Lord, if a superior is putting obstacle in our surrender to Krishna, so then that kind of a superior's instruction can be rejected. So, but then it has to be done with a lot of etiquette and a lot of respect. It should not be like it should not be done with carelessness or things like that. So both in the case of Kumaras and in the case of Prahlad, we can actually see, in the case of Kumaras, Brahmaji is a devotee, and in case of Prahlad, his father Hiranyakashipu was not a devotee. Both of them rejected the proposal of their fathers, but then they did it with lot of respect. They did it with great respect. And they did it because they were fully attached to Krishna. They were. It is like a father saying, if a girl is having affair with a boy, and then the father is saying you should give it up, and the girl will say like, no, I cannot. No, I love him so much. So in the same way, we should have, because of our love and affection to Krishna, we may transgress some of the lower principles, but it is not because it is not with some kind of a disrespect to the seniors. That's not the way it is done actually. So especially this happens most of the times. It happens when the boys decide to join brahmachari ashram, and they want to dedicate their life, sometimes giving up their well-paid jobs and things like that and all. So it is a great turmoil that happens actually. So we see that in many cases when we like ask devotees, or when we facilitate devotees joining ashram. So this kind of great turmoil happens, and every time it's a problem. Every single case it's a problem. And then it is all, we just tell the devotees that if you want to do that, if you want to, like, no, first of all, enhance your Krishna consciousness, be attached to Krishna nicely, and then, no, because just for the service of Krishna. Otherwise, giving up the association of, or otherwise giving up the service of the parents is sinful. No, they have brought us up. How can we just give it up? Only for the sake of intensifying our devotional service to Krishna. No, we can actually do this. Otherwise, it is not possible. Otherwise, we should never do this. No, it is not a very good thing, right? So this is. I just wanted to share this small piece of this one. If there is any questions or discussions, it will be nice. We can take it up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So you were mentioning that we should not disrespect the elders, and when it comes to Krishna consciousness for a higher principle. But some give us some practical tips. Generally, we take up Krishna conscious at the initial days and become very enthusiastic. And our brothers, our sisters, our parents, they don't take up, and we always act in such a way because you are all no use. You have taken up Krishna consciousness. I'm the greatest. Even though we don't exactly tell like way, but our actions become like that, especially in the initial days. But later we understand that no, we did a great blunder like this. So there are a lot of new devotees here in our group, and maybe we should give some suggestions on how to handle this so that they become Krishna conscious at the same time they don't do these immature behavior, offending the seniors or elders.
Yes, so one thing that we try to advise our devotees is that no, we can give Krishna consciousness in different ways. And yesterday only I was hearing from Guru Maharaj's class. He was mentioning that no, we can instruct people, but then instruction, not everyone will be able to take it. So it is no, it requires a sukriti, no, for taking up instruction. Rather than instruction, why not we share the nectar of Krishna consciousness with people? No, why not we serve, especially in the case of family? So Krishna consciousness teaches us that no, we are servant of the servant. So why not we serve the parents in such a way that they become attracted to Krishna consciousness? Why not we become such obedient and nice, nice persons in our family that they become attracted to Krishna consciousness? Why only philosophy has to be spoken, or why only some very bitter truths about life has to be spoken to them, right? So let's keep the philosophy for the external world to preach, and let us be practical. Let us assume the mood of this servant. It is mentioned that a son has to serve the parents and the family members, or the brothers and sisters and all these people. So why not we cook nice prasadam and serve them? Why not we clean up the house? Why not we do so many other wonderful things at home that actually attracts them, and say that, oh, this person is going to ISKCON and he's practicing Krishna consciousness, and so wonderful, like he's doing so much of activities in home, and he's taking care of so many things at home, and why not we also become Krishna conscious? Now that's a very nice, interesting, incentive for others to take up Krishna consciousness. But the immaturity, what to do, that's the same problem. Even I did the same mistake, and my seniors told that, no, we advised you sufficiently, but still you did. No, this is the problem. Everyone does this thing. Everyone does this immature activity. So that's the biggest problem. But we should try to see that why not we replace our instructions to our relatives with our service to them, and in that way, like, we can actually attract them to Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, so if there is no questions, I have one small thing to tell in this connection. So I had one of the Gita course members, and she was telling, she was like literally in so much of pain. So this lady, she has a son, and he's grown up, and he's like kind of college going kind of age. And right from some 8th standard, 9th standard or something like that, he got into drugs and other bad habits. And and if the parents don't give money for his like bad habits, he will beat up the parents, right? So he will beat up the parents, and that's the scenario. And she was telling like what to do and how to do and things like that. And I was just mentioning, see, this is the situation of the Lord and our situation also. The Lord is trying to give us good instructions. The Lord is trying to take us back to back to the spiritual world and things like that. And we are like this, no, we are like your son, no, who's like who wants addictions and who wants all the worldly happiness and things like that. And if even a slight reduction in the worldly happiness happens, no, we immediately start telling about the Lord. No, what kind of God you are. No, what you are giving to me, and things like that, right? So that is the unfortunate situation. So the Lord is like a loving father. The Lord is like a loving parent, and it is our duty to render devotional service to the Supreme Lord. It is our duty to get surrender to the Supreme Lord, and Lord is very, very patiently waiting. So when I was speaking about this, this lady was telling that no, first of all, my family situation has to get better. That is when I can become serious in Krishna consciousness and all. So, but then when I spoke about this, the exact same situation what you're going through is the same situation the Lord is also going through. He is also feeling so much of pain for all of us. So then immediately she could able to understand, and she was telling, yeah, like no, I should take up Krishna consciousness seriously. Right? So it is very important that Krishna is our real father, Krishna is our real mother, and we should try to surrender to Krishna. And we should try to render devotional service to Krishna, right? So and with intensity, and especially like while doing our chanting, if we can absorb ourselves, if we can hear each and every syllable that we are chanting, and if we can anyway we are giving that time, so if we can just do it with a lot of absorption and a lot of sincerity, we will make a lot of progress in Krishna consciousness. And you're all very fortunate. You have Srivas Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu as your guide, and Prabhuji is very, very senior devotee and amazing with a lot of missionary spirit. Prabhuji is what is it? Practicing Krishna consciousness. It is it is a great fortune for all of you to have Prabhuji amongst you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you, Prabhu. So I had a great fortune to associate with Harikshetra Prabhu for the last 8-9 years. We all work together in Narasimha Giridhari Mandir. So Prabhu is doing a very amazing service for Srila Prabhupada's movement. It is actually that IT hub of north area of Bangalore. Prabhu is doing wonderful preaching service, and also I was expert in managing this Gita course. So maybe Prabhu has to come once and address all the groups here, and tell how to do preaching through this way. And also today's class, the great example was set by Harikshetra Prabhu, even though Prabhu said some difficulties in the initial days, but just for everybody's information, their parents all left everything and they come and they are with Prabhu and helping Prabhu in the preaching movement. So more and more to speak about Prabhu's glories. So we are very fortunate on this Purushottam month to have the association of His Grace Harikshetra Prabhu. So we want to thank Prabhu for giving his association by chanting once Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, showing our gratefulness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hope